At number 10, Auli'i Cravalho. Moana star Auli'i Cravalho came out publicly as bisexual in April 2020 after posting a TikTok featuring her lip syncing to Eminem's song Those Kind of Nights featuring Ed Sheeran. In the video, she mouthed the lyrics saying, quote, "Seriously though, joke aside, how you doing? You straight?" She said, "No, I'm bi." She said, "Are you drunk?" I said, "No, I'm high." "I'm checking out the chick." She said, "So am I." Since people sometimes post themselves singing songs with lyrics that don't necessarily apply to them, she solidified her coming out after she replied to a fan's tweet asking the actress if she liked girls, to which she replied saying, quote, "May I escort you to my TikTok?" This video was her first ever TikTok that she posted, so using this as a coming out definitely caught people's attention, but I'm sure that many people are still proud of her coming out to the world. At number 9, Lil Nas X. In 2019, Lil Nas X released his EP, which included a song called Closure, and though at the time that it was released we all saw it as just a song, fans later came to find out that this was Nas's way of coming out as gay. The song included lines like, quote, "I want and I need to let go, use my time to be free, and ain't no more actin' man that forecast say I should just let me grow, no more red light for me baby, only green I gotta go." The rapper laid everything out for us in June that year on the last day of Pride Month, and even jokingly pointed out that he thought that he made it obvious with the rainbow flag featured on the EP cover art. He was shown so much love and support for his announcement and definitely became a role model for a lot of young gay black men as well.
Number 10, Tana Mongeau. Let's start off this list with well-known social media star, YouTuber, and purveyor of controversy, Tana Mongeau. Tana Mongeau has been the talk of the internet many times, most notably for the disaster that was her attempt at a VidCon competitor, TanaCon. In 2020, Tana took to Instagram to share her coming out, sharing that she now identified as pansexual, meaning that she doesn't factor gender into who she wants to date. This coming after she had dated fellow pan celebrity and past Disney star Bella Thorne for 2 years from 2017 to 2019. Mongeau said, "I never thought I'd be brave enough to publicly share my sexuality in the way I do now." The photo being of her holding hands with Noah Cyrus, younger sister of Miley Cyrus. She continued on saying, "I still struggle with it. I hate the boxes. I hate people telling me I'm straight or discrediting my relationship if I'm with a girl. But I'm proud to be not only a member, but an ally of the LGBTQIA+ community, and I'm proud to say I will live my life based on loving people, not for their gender, but for their soul." Tana has a history of dating many celebrities like Jake Paul and Francesca Farrago, and who knows who might be next. Number 9, Justice Smith. 26-year-old actor Justice Smith rose to prominence when he starred in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom and Detective Pikachu. Similar to Tana, Smith also took to Instagram for his announcement, alongside an announcement of support for the Black Lives Matter movement which was sweeping the nation at the time. He shared photos and a shout out of his boyfriend at the time, Nicholas Ash. In the coming out post, Smith shared his feelings saying, "I want to reiterate this sentiment. If your revolution does not include black queer voices, it is anti-black." He continued on to share his support in also liberating and including black trans voices and saying, "You're trying to push yourself through the door of a system designed against you and then shut the door behind you. It is in our conditioning to get as close to whiteness, straightness, maleness as we can because that's where the power is, and if we appeal to it, maybe it'll give us a slice." While Justin and Nicholas apparently broke up in 2021, it would appear they got back together after their red carpet debut in November of the same year. And by taking a look at Smith's Instagram, it appears the two are still going strong.
At number 8, Nikkie De Jager. Nikkie De Jager, aka Nikkie Tutorials, has been on the YouTube platform for over a decade, building up a huge community of supporters, and so in January 2020, Nikkie posted a video to her channel telling her supporters her truth, that she is transgender. In the video, she started off saying, quote, "It is a brand new year, it is 2020, and I want to start off the year with the truth. I want to start the year off by finally revealing a part of my life that has made me who I am. I want to talk about a part of myself that makes me, me. I can't believe I'm saying this today to all of you for the entire world to see, but damn, it feels so good to finally do it. It's time to let go and be truly free." End quote. She also told viewers that she transitioned while on YouTube, so not only did she grow her channel, but she also grew herself and transformed into the woman that she is today. On top of that, Nikkie addressed the fact that she was being blackmailed for her transition, and although she wanted to come out on her own time, that chance was being taken away from her, and so she took that back for herself. Though that may not have been the way that she would have liked to come out, we're all still proud of her for speaking her truth nonetheless. At number 7, Justice Smith. Justice Smith, star of Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom and Detective Pikachu, came out as queer. His coming out happened in the midst of the Black Lives Matter movement that took place in the summer of 2020, and it included a message about the support of Black queer lives and Black trans lives. Justice posted a video to his Instagram of him and his partner Nicholas Ash at a Black Lives Matter protest, where he shared a message about injustice in the post description, where he included him saying, quote, "We chanted Black trans lives matter, Black queer lives matter, all Black lives matter." As a Black queer man myself, I was disappointed to see certain people eager to say Black lives matter, but hold their tongue when trans/queer was added. He continued talking about how the LGBTQ community shouldn't be excluded from the Black Lives Matter narrative, and he also included some photos of himself and his partner sharing a message of love for him as well. At number 6, Tana Mongeau. In honor of Pride Month 2020, Tana Mongeau tweeted out to her fans that she was in fact pansexual. This all following speculation that she was in a relationship with Miley Cyrus's sister, Noah Cyrus. Tana also said, quote, "I never thought I'd be brave enough to publicly share my sexuality in a way that I do now," and went on to discuss how she's struggled with her sexuality in the past and has had to deal with people labeling her as straight and discrediting her past relationships with women. Tana continued saying, quote, "I am proud to not only be a member but an ally of the LGBTQIA+ community, and I am proud to say that I will live my life based on loving people not for their gender but for their soul. Some people call that pansexuality, everyone calls me bi. I personally don't find a need to label it at all. Love and sexuality is genderless to me." One of her most public same-sex relationships was with former Disney star Bella Thorne, and though things didn't end well, it's important to not discredit this relationship even if Tana wasn't out at the time. At number 5, Braunwyn Windham Burke. Real Housewives of Orange County star Braunwyn Windham Burke came out as lesbian in 2020, and she opened up about her sexuality in an interview with GLAAD this past December. In the interview, she revealed that it took her 42 years to embrace her sexuality, and that she is now a proud member of the LGBTQ community. The reality star revealed that she first started addressing her sexuality after her scandalous on-screen kiss with fellow cast member Tamara Judge, and that she discussed the kiss with one of the show's producer, where she determined that this was not a mistake and was in fact who she is. She finally decided to come out after truly finding herself and not wanting to hide herself anymore. As for her husband, he revealed that he is finding a new normal, but they continue to be a family with their 7 children. Braunwyn opened up saying that though she loves her husband deeply, she is not attracted to men and she never has been. That's okay though, because they still love each other in other ways, and in the end, having people around you who love you is what really matters. At number 4, Lily Reinhart. Riverdale star Lily Reinhart came out as bisexual in June 2020 amidst the Black Lives Matter movement after sharing a post advertising an LGBTQ protest in which she said, quote, "Although I've never announced it publicly before, I am a proud bisexual woman." Later, she opened up about her sexuality and coming out publicly, saying that she was initially hesitant about coming out because she felt as though it was becoming a trend in Hollywood. In an interview, she shared that her sexuality was never intentionally hidden from the public, but come the Black Lives Matter protest, she felt as though this was the right time to talk about it because she wanted to be an ally for the Black LGBTQ+ community. She also shared that she knew from a young age that she was interested in men as well as women and doesn't hide her feelings for either.
Number 8, Thomas Beattie. This former professional soccer player has played with many famous teams, even being a part of the Warriors team when they won the championships, playing as a midfielder. He had a long and strong career before a serious head injury forced him into retirement, cutting his time on the field short. Beattie shared his coming out during Pride Month in an interview with ESPN. This gave him the title of only the 3rd male professional player in the history of British sports to come out, the first being Justin Fashanu in 1990 and Robbie Rogers in 2013. "I never thought about coming out whilst playing," he said in the interview. "I literally felt like I had to sacrifice one of the two, who I am or the sport I loved before I could remember. I used football as a form of escapism, and in many ways it saved me, until I reached the point in life where there was some personal growth. I was standing still on that front. Society told me masculinity is linked to sexuality, and so being an athlete playing a physical sport felt like a huge contradiction." Since ending his soccer career, Thomas has moved into the world of business, now having company connections all over the world. Number 7, Taylor Schilling. Emmy-nominated actress Taylor Schilling is probably best known for her portrayal of the main character Piper Chapman in the standout Netflix series Orange is the New Black. The show held nothing back with its depiction of life in a women's prison, including its depiction of the unique relationship relationships within, especially the same-gender relationships. Piper herself having an on-again, off-again relationship with ex-girlfriend and fellow prisoner Alex Voss. As Pride Month 2020 was coming to an end, Taylor was another celeb to share her coming out on Instagram. Girlfriend and musician Emily Ritz posted an Instagram story of the two together, captioned with the text, "I couldn't be more proud to be by your side, at Tay Schilling. Happy Pride." Taylor then reshared the post on her own account. As of now, it seems unclear if the two are still together, but Taylor has been continuing on in pursuing her career, starring in movies like The Titan and The Prodigy. Number 6. Jason Brown. Another athlete, we are adding championship professional figure skater Jason Brown to this list. As a US national champion and Olympic medal winner, Jason is well decorated. And he also shared an Instagram post in Pride Month of 2021 to express his feelings and coming out. On a picture of himself with the words "Love wins," he wrote a long and inspirational caption where he spoke on fear and confronting reality, as well as stereotypes and embracing love. He ended off the post saying, "I believe that love will always win, and every story will unfold differently for each individual. Mine unfolds a bit now. I'm gay, and that's a story still being written." He expressed his thankfulness for having so many powerful LGBTQ+ role models while growing up: teachers, friends, coaches, skaters, and more. He said his life had been changed because of the people around him and continuously expressed his gratitude. Jason has continued skating and recently competed in the competition at the Beijing Olympics. Number 5. Casey Fry. This social media star first rose to the spotlight when he was creating videos on Vine that often went viral and were used in the frequent Vine compilations that would be posted to YouTube. After Vine was shut down, he moved to Twitter and Instagram, amassing a large following once again, with millions of followers between both sites. In the middle of Pride Month 2021, he appeared on a podcast with Theo Von entitled "This Past Weekend." When asked if he was in a relationship with anyone, Casey responded by saying, "I am in a relationship with a dude right now. I met him online." Fry also stated that he still likes girls too. When Theo Von said that he had never dated a dude, Casey said, "I didn't either until recently. It turned out he was cool. We just kind of vibed out." The dude he was speaking of was Joshua Hainsworth Poland, who works as a barber. Number 4. Alexandra Shipp. 30-year-old actress Alexandra Shipp is probably best known for her part in the teen romantic comedy Love, Simon, and for playing the young version of Storm in the X-Men franchise. In an Instagram post, common theme here, in Pride Month of last year, she came out, revealing that she used to be scared of what people would think of her if she had shared that truth about herself. A sentiment that I'm sure many people within the LGBT community can relate to. Underneath a photo of herself, she shared a long caption about her feelings towards her presence within the community. She shared her opinion on regrets in her life, saying, "Though I don't believe in regrets, this would definitely be number one for myself. I denied. I struggled with not only my sexuality, but my femininity. I was scared it was too late. I was scared I wasn't going to be able to get work. I was scared no one would ever love me. Scared. It's exhausted being scared all the time. It's exhausting chasing other people's ideas and opinions of who you should be." I'm glad she was able to gain the confidence to share the truth of her identity, and we can watch her career continue to blossom, as we recently saw her in the prominent role of Susan in the movie Tick, Tick, Boom.
At number 3, Yungblud. Singer Yungblud has strived to build an inclusive fan base and has advocated for the LGBTQ community, so it comes as no surprise that when he came out as pansexual, he was shown the love and support he's given to his fans for so long. Though in the past the singer has referred to his sexuality as, quote, more straight but very fluid about it, he recently came out in an interview with Attitude after winning the publication's 2020 Game Changer Award. In the interview, he also spoke more in depth about his sexuality, polyamory, and his connection to his ex-girlfriend Halsey, who helped him come to terms with his sexuality. Yungblud talked about how Halsey was a big factor in discovering his sexuality and said that he learned a lot about sexuality from her. He ended the interview saying, quote, "You've got to lose yourself and a load of people to figure out who you are sexually." His journey was full of self-discovery, and him talking about how he came to this conclusion can be helpful to anyone questioning their sexuality as well. There's no rush, just take the time you need to find your true self, no matter who that is. At number 2, Elliot Page. Oscar-nominated actor and star of the Umbrella Academy, Elliot Page, came out as transgender in December of 2020. Elliot posted a note to his fans on Instagram in which it shared that he is trans and that he uses the pronouns he, they. going on to say, quote, "I feel lucky to be writing this, to be here, to have arrived at this place in my life. I feel overwhelming gratitude for the incredible people who have supported me along this journey," end quote. He also went on to thank members of the trans community for inspiring him and for being so inclusive. Elliot also commented on the fragility of coming out as trans, as though it may be a joyous occasion coming out as your true self, it can also be followed by hate and violence, also adding that a large portion of hate crimes are against trans people and especially Black trans women. Elliot has also come out in the past, as he came out as gay in 2014 and married New York dance teacher Emma Portner a few years back. There is no doubt that this is the first step in Elliot's life as the person that he was born to be, and no matter what else awaits him on this journey, there will always be a community to support them. And finally, at number 1, JoJo Siwa. YouTube star JoJo Siwa recently came out as a member of the LGBTQ community. This comes after she posted a video to her TikTok of her mouthing the words to Lady Gaga's Born This Way, and then later posting a photo to her Twitter of her wearing a shirt given to her by her cousin, which read, "Best gay cousin ever." Though she hasn't given herself a label, she has confirmed that she is a part of the LGBTQ+ community. When asked about her sexuality, JoJo replied saying, quote, "I like people, but I'd never fallen in love before. But I always believed that my person was going to be my person. If that person happened to be a boy, then great. If that person happened to be a girl, then great. I'm the happiest that I've ever been, and that's what matters." Since coming out, there's been an outpouring of support for the internet star as celebrities and influencers have been sharing their messages of love and support for the 17-year-old. She's happy, and that's all that really matters.
Number 3, Carl Nassib. Professional football player in the NFL, Carl Nassib has been playing in the league since 2016 and has done fairly well for himself. Last year, he managed to make history, not on the field, but when he came out on a video that he posted to his Instagram account. He became the first active NFL player to come out as gay while signed to a team. The video was straightforward, with a link to the Trevor Project in the caption. The Trevor Project being a crisis intervention group for LGBT+ youths. In the video, he said, "What's up, people? I'm at my house in Westchester, Pennsylvania. I just wanted to take a quick moment to say that I'm gay. I've been meaning to do this for a while now, but finally feel comfortable getting it off my chest. I really have the best life, the best family, friends, and job a guy can ask for." While just a few months ago he was released from the Raiders team, they say it was simply a matter of him being too expensive for them to keep, and nothing to do with his coming out announcement. It's said that they have fully supported him and his identity, and even made a large donation to the Trevor Project. Number 2, Lili Reinhart. This actress, who you probably most recognize from the CW show Riverdale or the movie Hustlers, came out at the very beginning of Pride Month 2020. On an Instagram story she posted showing her support for the Black Lives Matter movement, she added the caption, "Although I've never announced it publicly before, I am a proud bisexual woman, and I will be joining this protest today. Come join." She later said that she was scared to come out, saying that she didn't want her coming out to be seen as part of what she said was a trend of people in Hollywood coming out as bisexual. She says that it was never intentionally hidden, that friends, family, and cast members all knew of her identity. Number 1, Cara Delevingne. American actress, model, and singer Cara Delevingne opened up in an interview with Variety during Pride Month 2020 to talk about her identity. She had previously come out as bisexual in 2015, but told the interviewer, "I always will remain, I think, pansexual. However one defines themselves, whether it's they or he or she, I fall in love with the person, and that's that. I'm attracted to the person." This came out after reports that she had broken up with her girlfriend, Pretty Little Liars actress Ashley Benson. She also spoke about how she grew up in a repressed English family and experienced a lot of queerphobia during her youth, saying that she had been deeply unhappy and depressed. She has obviously come a long way since then, a well-known actress with prominent roles like Suicide Squad.